Hey, what's going on, guys? Today, I'm gonna be teaching you top 3 mechanics in Apex Legends. Yeah. Before we get started, if you wanna hit trick shots like this all the time, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. All right, now let's get right to the video. All right, to start it off, we have one of the most basic yet most useful mechanics, and that is of course the slide jump. Alright, so the slide jump, it essentially just gives you a boost of speed. It also just helps with your mobility in general. Helps with bee hopping. And by the way, guys, I have jump bound to my mouse scroll wheel. So yeah, this helps you with bee hopping. It helps you set up for another mechanic, the next one actually. But you could just use space, but I don't know. It's just easier to use the scroll wheel for me. You just kind of run at the same pace if you just keep running. But if you throw a slide jump in there, you go a little faster. This helps you with bunny hopping, which is essentially just constantly slide jumping. You just kind of slide jump, but then you just keep pressing jump. And bunny hopping is really helpful for healing. Helps you keep a little bit of speed. It used to not stop you as much, but now it slows you down the more you bunny hop. It gives you a burst of speed, which is really helpful. But yeah, it helps you keep your momentum. Eventually you can start doing stuff like what I'm doing right here, which is just a redirection. It keeps your momentum. And yeah, I haven't really used this that much in game, but it's just a nice thing to know. So how do you do the slide jump? Wow, it's actually just really simple. You pretty much just start running, and you press control. You could let go of W if you wanted to. Could do that. Whatever works for you. You can go to the left, to the right. Just whatever works in the end. But yeah, it's just helpful. Right, so yeah. It is faster. Even if it's just by a tiny bit, it's still helpful. Alright, now this mechanic is probably the most fun out of all of them. Well, maybe second most fun. But essentially, you slide jump towards a wall, alright? The second you hit the wall and start the climbing animation, you press jump again. This bounces you off and into the air. You can do this on, pretty sure, any wall in the game.
Here I go.
So yeah, it's really fun, not gonna lie. Plus, I mean, it just looks cool. You can't argue with facts. Oh, so the wall bounce, it just looks cool, let's be real. You can use it to if there's somebody behind you and you just don't want to turn around, you want to keep moving, but you want to get a shot on them, you could do that. You know, something like that. It's just something to keep you moving. So, an octane pad, look, just keeps you in this steady line. You can get lasered. It's not hard to laser people when they're doing this. That's why if you do something unpredictable, it throws your opponent off guard. Plus, I mean, you could hit shots like this. I mean, I don't know, man. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna make this a mechanic of its own, but you can launch like way higher than the usual. Like, watch. Here's a normal jump. Alright. Pretty good distance, alright? But if you jump the second you get on, you go a good bit farther. So yeah, if you're in Gauntlet, then yeah, you can probably try this out. It's actually not that hard to do. Sometimes you'll jump over it on accident, or you'll be too late. But yeah, it's pretty good, pretty useful for Gauntlet. But this is more just kind of a neat trick. But alright, so number 3. This is the hardest of them all. That's why I made it the last one, I guess. This isn't really in much of an order. This is the coolest looking of them all. And it is, of course, the zipline jump. Like, look at that. That looks crazy, right? It looks even crazier when you see somebody else doing it, because you see them jump back and forth. And it makes you extremely hard to hit. It's very unpredictable, which throws off the opponents. Like, an octane pad, very predictable. This, extremely unpredictable. But in order to do it, alright, the second you get onto this, you have to jump off. Or else, like, midway through, you can't get it. It has to be almost immediate. As soon as you jump, you have to turn it and try it to do it. Afterwards, the rest kind of just come easily. You just essentially start doing 180s. Back and forth. If you've been playing the game long enough and you're used to your sensitivity, you'll like know how to do this relatively easily. Big problem when doing this is that, but alright, so it's pretty much just like, it's like bunny hopping, but up a zip line, you know? It's just like this, only on a zip line. I mean, I guess you can also bunny hop on a zip line too, but it looks different. You like that. Dude, that just kind of looks weird. It's not the point. Alright, so you're essentially just bunny hopping up the zip line. This only works with the vertical zip lines. These are commonly found in those huge buildings, like in Capital City. Well, oh, sorry, Fragment West, I think it is, not East, yeah. It's that one really big building in Capital West. No, Fragment West, sorry. Alright, so, yeah, but, like, just pay attention to what I'm doing with the keyboard. And I guess the mouse too, I guess. But, point is, it looks crazy. This is by far the hardest. It looks awesome though. Like, absolutely crazy. So, big mistake I see when doing this is you start riding the zip line and you turn before you jump. So try to make, yeah, this all happens really quickly, but try to make sure you jump then turn. then press E or F, whatever you have bound to the interact button. I have F bound. I don't know why. It's just easier for me to spam. But yeah, you want to jump then turn, because or else you're gonna throw off your 180 movement, and then you're just gonna start like, you'll miss the zip line more and more, and eventually you'll just fall off. Yeah, just try to practice this in training like I am right now. But yeah, that's gonna do it. And yeah, try to implement these into your gameplay, because they're really helpful, like crazy helpful, especially the slide jump. The slide jump, honestly, if you're only gonna use one of these, use the slide hop and use the slide jump, the bunny hop, because I mean the other ones, they look cool. The wall bounce is more practical than the zip line, but still though, that's the thing though. Most of the mechanics in this game are all about timing. And I play Rocket League, which is like the game for mechanics. I feel like that's why it takes me less time to learn them in other games, because I've learned like so many in that game. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. I'm trying to make more Apex content, because I know I've been making way more Rocket League videos than I have Apex videos. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, you know. If you didn't, then that's too bad, man. Alright, so yeah, if you want to see Rocket League videos and more Apex tutorials like this one, and I'll see you in the next one.